Yes.
Have you talked to Petty?
We just warmed it up. Crank runs. Yeah. I put the tune that Jamie sent me.
When did he send you that?
Yesterday.
Did you move all the inputs, outputs, and all the ones?
Yes, yes.
And went through all the other settings?
So, not sure.
Do you have yours? Which one? I don't know which one they say.
Yeah.
Runs like a champ.
As long as everything works.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that by looking at that, it was pretty close to whatever was on the car.
It should have been because they're both for 4 or 5 million.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and it ain't much different, but like, okay, Jamie told me to put this one, I'm gonna put this one.
The only thing we did was we went through all the inputs, outputs, 12-volt settings, like we did all that. Switch panel, EGT boxes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So that didn't change, it just imported the fuel tubes.
Oh, Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So base from our case, that's the $5 of the car. Dyno map, that's what Jamie sent. This is base from arcade. So this is what you sent. Okay. As you see, like shape ain't much different. I don't know if you want to compare specific numbers to see what is the difference. And then,
Oh, he just said I will send you something.
oh yeah, I spoke to him like, what do you want to run on the dyno? Like, oh, let's start from scratch. Like I have a good base from a motor that's pretty much the same. Let me send you this so you don't need to start from scratch, and then we go from there. So.
We just added a dump on the lockup circuit.
A whole nother dump on the
we added
circuit.
a separate
Yeah, I
dump.
got
That's
you.
what the stuff wired
Because
over
they were
there
just
for.
talking about the amount of pressure on for closing pressure or something on
No,
the.
we dumped some of the lockup circuit.
Let's see if I'm wrong. I don't think that's gonna work.
Are you against me trying to help on that 3-step? Because it bounces like a motherfucker.
No, just do it, let it go down. There's no easy on it.
And then, usually what I do, I don't put one on the end of the cup. I do like...
When you have it, and we'll just have our routine.
And then tomorrow, or like we do a full lap, and then we see how the shoes behave.
Exactly.
It's crazy long track.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like...
You're worried about weight.
Well, it's a little more. Try to get that front end up.
You would want a little more. You said the nose was heavy.
What's that?
It wasn't in the same. It may be under.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Well, I gotta get this. Where did I get this? I gotta get this.
Yeah, this is all food. Yeah, he did not. The bad part is this fucker ain't baffled. So it's just sloshing. That's what James trying to figure out. Yeah. And that's what James trying to figure out where the fuel level needs to be so it don't slosh. I found Eric here at the track. I clinch him over. Okay, Eric, talk a little bit about the engine. You know, you guys are the masterminds behind the whole engine program, Pro Charger program, power management view. So explain to us, like from someone that understands, right? Not the driver, someone that understands. What is that piece?
So this is our MH6, one of our newer cylinder head engines. So it's the top end we did about a year ago. We've been working on this engine really hard. We've gone back and forth on manifolds and cubic inch and pretty much everything. Even though we built I think the platform was pretty solid when it came out. But as always, we're always trying to improve and develop, and a lot of that was pushed by NHRA stuff and other things that helped push the development on this for everybody else. And this one's got pretty much the latest of everything we have to offer. It's a cubic inch that we don't build a lot of, but it's a 595 cubic inch ProCharge engine, which is bigger than most of the stuff out there. We feel for this exact type racing, it is an advantage. It has a certain niche that it likes to run in between. It has a certain spec between tranny and the type of converter and everything to make it work. But if you check all the right boxes, it's a pretty cool combo. And it's kind of surprised us. They dynoed it the other day, and the first pull when they called and told me what it made, I was like, whoa. So it's kind of exciting. So they made a really good run for the first run. I'm sure you probably clicked it a little early, and I was impressed.
It sounded good from inside.
Yeah, it sounded good from down there. I had to pull up the slip, and I was like, oh, okay. So that's what's cool about the dyno. We dynoed it at FuelTech, and they come out here in the first run and go all the way to the stripe. So, you know, we have that confidence when you do dyno. It gives you that where you can show up here to the race and you're not going to make 5 runs working on 100 foot, 200 foot, 300 foot with something this new, making sure that, you know, you only have a limited amount of time. The car got done, you know, just for this week of the race, but that one day of the dyno made it where we could go to the stripe on the first hit. So we're excited.
Oh, yeah. So talk to us a little bit, like whatever comes to your mind, what do you guys see since you guys started using that injector?
So we swapped over, you know, it's been a few months now. We've had nothing but, I mean, we really have. We've had nothing but success with the injector. From our tuner standpoint, you know, I listen to all the tuners. I communicate with all of our guys on a daily basis. And the biggest thing is consistency. We weren't confident in years past. When we would go to plug a fresh motor in or something happened and we had to throw another injector in, we were always timid enough to pull a degree out, put some fuel in it. Let's really make sure that we're not going to have a problem with that hole. And with the FT injector, one thing that's been a huge plus for us is we have a lot of times where, you know, something might happen to an engine. It's racing. It's the level we race at, and we might need to plug a motor in for the semis at a national event. And now we have the confidence. We're used to pull our manifold, so we pull the manifold off the primary motor, put it on the motor that we're going to put in the car because we knew what those were going to run like, and that was the only way that we felt confident that we could run it to the stripe again. You already hurt one motor, we didn't want to hurt another one. So with the FT injector, one of our favorite things is individual cylinder and consistency. Is like our individual cylinder trims have all gone down, and our numbers are all lower than they used to be by far. And when we do swap an engine, we can plug that next motor in and not even think about it. We can run to the stripe, plugs come out the same, which is like that's been one of the biggest things for us. Because at the end of the day, the product, there's a lot of options on injectors, but this thing has given us something different than we've ever seen before. And even like my tuners aren't going to swap unless it delivers. It has to deliver. So it has, and now they've pretty much made me like, hey, has that one got an FT injector yet? No. Are they going to put them in? Yeah, I got it. We'll get on it. So no, we've been nothing but happy with the injector. It's been nothing but a success for us.
Well, you guys heard from the expert. Second day here at the track. we're about to do the second qualifier. So we've been testing yesterday and we made one qualifier so far and we're number 5. So 24 cars here in the class, Pro 75. And we're about to go, we're waiting, like they're doing like a small cleanup. X275 just ran. You guys are gonna see some cool footage about this car going down the track. It's getting faster and faster every lap. So let's see what we can do in Q2, see if we can bump it up a little bit, because we're trying to be on the top 8 for the race on Friday night. And after that, the big race on Saturday. So check out some of the cool runs. It's flying. Saturday. We've been trashing on the car to make sure that we could do something, right? Such a new build, everything was working good, but we had to work hard. So as you guys can see from some footage at the track, we made some laps. The first night session we ended up knocking the tires off. Then we went to the last qualifier, like there was some crashes and oil downs and stuff like that, so they actually ended up changing the schedule. And they said, okay, we're gonna only make 3 qualifiers. So we will end up going to the 3rd qualifier on the middle of the day, trying to go back to the top 8 to do the Magic 8 race. And we did a great lap, but it wasn't enough. We went 386 with a 9, and we fell short just a little. We ended up number 9 qualifier before the Magic 8 happened. So as the Magic 8 happened, they call on the tower, okay, we're gonna do one more qualifier, not for the Magic 8 anymore because the shootout was rolling, but this will be the one for the big race, so for No Mercy itself on the Saturday. So okay, let's try one more time. So we sped up the car a little and we end up going 382 with a 4, putting us on the 7th spot, right behind Eric Diller on Scott Tidwell machine, putting us back on the top 8. So by one run we missed the show to go and join the guys in the Magic 8. Magic 8, they end up being won by Ken Curtuccio on the Pro 275 class. They use a similar power plant, Hemi Proline Pro Charger, on a beautiful 69 Camaro. Beautiful car. So today Saturday, we go out there, supposed to be early in the morning, again, race and schedule. End up getting later and later and later in the day, and we end up racing first round of eliminations. Around noon, track starts to get hot. We saw the guys in front of us, they going like low 80s. We were like, we need to step up on the game. So we went 82 last night. Let's try to go at 81. So if we win, we have something to work with for the second round, because it's not going to get any easier. No easier, right? So we put some juice on it and we spun. So we lost first round. Cannot complain. First time out of the car. We made 5 full laps on the car and we had about 4 runs. I think we have a board that we spun somewhere. But the car went 382 and we were top 10 on a 32 car field. So like cannot complain. Everyone on the team is really pleased, really happy with the first time out of the car. And I can even show to you guys, we were looking to the data before, and G-meter, right? Yeah, he left good, a little bit lazy, and while he was trying to pick up and put some power in, we lost traction. You can see the drive shaft right there, just going uphill. So that's where we lost our traction. I tried to pedal a couple times, he spun again, and then he finally hook and go. But I saw my opponent just going flying by. Well, it is what it is. It was a really good first time. Let's talk to Keith. Let's talk to Keith and see what he thinks the first time out to the car. Well, I just grabbed Keith FuelTech Radials Outlaws. First time ever a real long series for radial racing and Pro 75, the class that we run on this thing. What do you think?
I think that we had a real good first outing down here. We this is the first time we run the car this weekend at No Mercy. We ended up running 82. Cars are good. Like I said, I was just talking to some guys. Today's Saturday. We got the car. The first time we ever got a weight on it was on Monday. So yeah. I think that we came down here. The engine's running strong. This new Proline Hemi that they came out with. We just got this engine, and it's running really strong. I think that we're doing good with our drivetrains. We got some things we need to work on with some weight. We got some things we got to work on the front end. We're going to redo our fuel cell. We're going to redo some different carbon for our front cap, our doors, and our wing.
So some people were referring this car as a battle tank.
Yes.
So how much overweight are we now?
Right now we're 2820 with no weight in it. We're 2675 class weight.
So we were 150 over?
Yeah, right at it. I mean, depending on what weight we had in the car, trying to balance the car.
Yesterday, in the middle of the day, we were like 4 numbers behind the quickest guy.
Yes, actually we made the second fastest pass, I think, on a couple of rounds.
And we qualified number 7, 150 overweight. First time out of the car.
Right.
Damn.
And our tuner was like we call it a Razor with a Hemi in it, because it's built like a trophy truck, not like a race car. So we're going to correct some of that stuff.
Oh, that was
fun. And we got a hot rod here. I think we're going to be we're going to do a few tweaks, get a few things, get back in the ball game on the weight, and I think we'll be do some testing. I think that's the biggest thing. We just haven't been on a test. We'll get the weight right, get some testing, get ready for FuelTech Radio Series.
So I can see we're gonna shave some weight off, right? So this is gonna become fighter jet.
Right. Yeah,
From the battle tank, it's gonna be a fighter jet.
Yeah, that's right.
Then we're gonna test some. Well, you guys heard from Keith. Just watch. This team has a lot left in the tank. So look at some cool footage of the whole week. Whole week, actually, right? So it started on the very Tuesday, right? At least for you guys. You guys won't see the footage from the weekend because they were working hard on the weekend trying to make it. But from Tuesday until today, Saturday, a lot of cool stuff happened. Man, I'm happy. I'm pleased.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Appreciate it.
Well, just wait and see, guys.